looky here. It's the Pat and JT Podcast.
Pat and JT Podcast.
Well, hello. It's the Pat and JT Podcast. That is creepy. Uh-oh.
Really?
Oh, there you go. What? Oh.
Oh, I'm sure that was an accident.
There we go. My bad. My bad. Dang it. I'm on the struggle bus today. I'm just telling you. I don't know if it's allergies. I have no idea what it is. I've never had allergies before, but...
You had seasonal allergies. Remember
No, I had seasonal asthma.
Oh, that's... Sorry.
Much worse. Much worse.
I still don't believe it.
TBT and thoughts and prayers to everybody suffering from seasonal asthma. It can go away, come back, kick you in the face. I don't know what's going on. I think it's got to be allergies. I don't know. My throat was sore the other day. I was fine yesterday. Today, pow. And Beth calls me a llama, a drama llama. Because I've been up since.
I'm shocked.
And there's no drama. I feel like I'm gonna die.
I'm sure.
I was up at like every 5 minutes, blowing my nose, hacking, coughing all the night. Couldn't lay on my back, couldn't lay on my side.
Did she banish you?
One time when I sneezed, I blew my nose and farted all at the same time. She's like, oh my gosh. It was like, have you seen Grown Ups where they do the burp snort? Burp, sneeze, fart at the same time?
Burp snort?
Yeah.
No.
So it was, I just want this to, whatever it is, just to
hilarious.
go away.
Oh my God.
Guys are a little more dramatic when we get sick.
You think?
Or allergies or whatever it is. I don't care. You know what? We don't need to label things. I thought we're not labeling things anymore.
Oh.
Let's not label
really?
it. I'm
Sorry.
sick.
You know
I don't care if it's allergies or not. I'm under the weather.
Let me inform you, this is not a safe space.
Right.
So
I want to be a snowflake right now. I am identifying as a snowflake.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
need
not
a
going to
safe
honor that
space.
request. You might have to ask Beth if you can't designate an area of the house as your safe space.
I've already asked. She said no.
She said, shut up, Drama Lama.
She did. Go back to bed. Quit farting. Just quit sneeze burp farting.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to start with some social media updates. I want to thank everybody too that's been sending in ideas for podcasts. Anything that's caught your eye or anything you've enjoyed watching, we pass along and we pass them on to everybody else.
Yeah.
Just because, hey, it's a community, right?
That's right.
And we're going to help each other out. Got a really nice letter from Joyce. Just said that her daughter introduced her to My Favorite Murder, which is the two girls that sit and talk. Lots of cussing.
Yeah.
Lots of cussing. They get real cussy. When they first start talking to, just so you're forewarned, if you're tuning in and wanting to hear dramatic telling of My Favorite Murder. And what My Favorite Murder really is, murders that they are really interested in, or some of the creepy details about some of the things that happen, or weird things, and told in their own words. But it takes them a while to get around to it sometimes, because they start off just kind of like chit-chatting about things that have been going on, and because they don't do a podcast every day. Okay, so theirs are spaced out, so they probably aren't sitting around every day talking to each other. It's like getting updated and finding out what's been going on in each other's lives.
Right.
It's kind of funny. It really is.
I've listened to a couple episodes.
You,
yeah,
right?
It
It annoyed me a little bit at first.
It's not like the go-to, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. And one of them that she mentioned in particular is it's episode 158, Burn Day. And that's Karen in Georgia. Those are the two chicks. But it is about 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
If you've seen the movie, which is very good.
Very good.
I think this, and I'm listening to this right now. I've been listening to it for 2 days, I believe. Let's see, when this today, I've been listening to it for 2 days. And just yesterday, or just this morning as I was driving in, it finally got to the murders.
Yeah.
Because they've
I
been
don't know if I
just
could deal with
chit-chatting.
But
they talked a little bit about the Bundy murders a little bit too, and some other details, and then they're just now getting around to it. But anyway, Joyce goes on to say that that's the episode that her daughter first introduced her to. But she says, love listening. I was a newcomer to Omaha, and had just found you when you were taken away from us.
Oh, man.
Loved Syrian second date updates.
Oh, yeah.
So glad you guys are back. So thank you, Joyce, for the email.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Joyce.
it. Then I didn't grab this. This is something I meant to do a long time ago.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Hold on. Allow me to get my phone.
Okay. Oh, this could be great. This could be awesome.
It's going to be be awesome. It's going to be amazing. We have our friend Shannon. She's been with us for years. And Shannon, I've never met her in person. We neither one of us has ever seen her in person.
No. She could walk up right now and I would have no idea who she is.
Not a clue. And so we were talking back and forth via DMs on Twitter and talking about the 4th of July. And she had people blowing up things in her yard and she was debating.
You follow Barstool Sports, don't you?
Yes.
On Instagram, not to sidebar, but it has to do with the 4th of July. Did you see their video they just posted this morning of some idiot kids taped Roman candle to a drone and flew it over some of their buddies' house, and it's an aerial attack. It's awesome. That is like the dream for a guy, for a dude to dream that up and actually have it and have the Roman candle, whatever they're called, fireballs,
right?
Go after, like literally go after. They had to duck under ping pong tables.
Of course, that's awesome. What they do. We have technology, and what do we do with it? Strap a firecracker on it.
Yeah, we do that and porn. We have the internet, and what do we just throw D-pics up online all the time, and then we shoot them. All right, sorry.
Oh my God, 1989 would be so embarrassed by us. Okay, so we were talking about the fireworks. Anyway, she sent me this note, and this is back on July 4th, 9 p.m. So things were in full force.
Jeez.
Glad the noise isn't bothering Jack. My nervous system is so hypersensitive. I legit startle jump and my heart starts pounding. It's an entire evening of convincing my body I'm not being attacked. Super unenjoyable. Had an honest to goodness get off my lawn dilemma earlier.
Why doesn't Shannon just take a Benadryl and sleep in the bathtub
I don't know.
like a dog does?
This is what she'd had it.
She was over
She
it?
says this is what happened. She says I'm over it. People were setting off fireworks in my backyard.
Okay, that's too much.
On my grass.
It's too much.
Without my permission. I had to put on pants, Jill. Pants.
Oh, no.
I'd already been in my pajamas for 3 hours. What if they set my lawn on fire? That requires pants. I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry about the pants. And she says, this has been a solid 90 minutes of my life, donning pants, pacing from window to window, looking out at the setting fire to explosives on my grass, debating, marching out to confront the whole group of them all by myself, deciding, nope. Look at the non-emergency complaint number, rehearsing what to say, seeing a super smoky one go off way too close to my house and saying, that's it, I'm calling. And picking up, then putting down my phone 3 different times. Oy vey. Well, the real noise is starting now, so I'm going to change back to my PJs. I'll keep the emergency pants next to me, get into bed, and try to watch TV.
So did she ever call?
She did not call.
Why?
She just dealt with it.
I would have, if they're on my grass, I would have gone out and had some words. I don't care who these people are.
My favorite part is her actually writing out, and it was all caps, Jill, I had to put on pants.
That was the most disturbing thing in the whole thing. After 3 hours in your PJs, you're usually locked in. That's unfortunate, Shannon.
Yeah, really.
That's
seriously,
too bad.
that would make me so mad if
yeah,
I had to
would.
put on pants after 3 hours in. No, thank you. Speaking of pants, too, somebody else sent in.
I called you a little late last night, or not last night, but the other night. You had called me, and we were packing and everything, and I'm like, I'll text you when we're done. What were we doing? I don't even know what we were doing. Something at the house. Oh, tile. We were doing tile in the basement, and you apparently were 3 hours into your pajamas. They called you at like 9:30. I wish I was recording it. It was like, hello?
I was done.
Oh, hey, sorry, it's late. We were doing some tile in the basement. So you think you're going to get a serious answer out of me at this hour? Like, oh, God.
I was done. I gave up on you a long time ago and called it, man.
You're 9 bulldogs. You're about a litter of bulldogs in.
I was like, see you later, dude. You are not welcome.
And then you proceed to say, okay, so I called I was like, okay, get comfy for this one.
Here we go.
It's going to take a minute.
See, I still had it all together.
Yeah.
So Bobby had written in, catching up on the podcast, and Pants reminded me of this. She said 2 things. Cut Spike vodka.
Never heard of it.
Distilled in La Vista. There's a Cut Spike distillery. Said it's the best vodka ever. No need to put it in the freezer. Because we were talking about what you do with vodka. I'd never heard of this place.
Me either.
So we added them, and we're waiting to get a response back and see if we can't find out where you can get their brew.
You said care package wrong.
And then her second thing was a show called The Goldbergs.
Yeah, I love the Goldbergs. Hilarious.
The dad immediately takes his pants off the minute he gets home.
That's right.
And either refuses to answer the door.
That's right.
Angrily puts back on his pants to answer the door, or just answers in his tighty whities.
Yeah.
Must watch.
Yeah, that's. I don't watch it often, but when I do, that show's really, really funny.
That's.
And if you have a Ring doorbell, you don't have a Ring, do you? Do you have a Ring?
No.
If you don't need to put on, Shannon, this is something for you too. You don't need to put on pants if you have a Ring. You just communicate through your phone.
No, I don't have one. I should,
I
don't have a doorbell either anymore. So.
And you haven't opened the front door in how long? So let's just step it back a few steps.
I do have door pants. I have to. I do in case something gets delivered.
Yeah.
And I have to answer the door. Then they'll knock, and so I'll peer out the side window to see who the hell is here, and then I'll put my pants on and go sign whatever it is. Okay. Or if I have to get my Jimmy John sandwich that they're delivering because I didn't want to leave the house.
I tried to convince Beth to order Taco Bell. Taco Bell has free delivery for the if you order through their app for like the next month.
Do it.
That's what I was saying. Do she's like no. What? It's like 5 blocks up. I mean,
what do you mean no? What do you mean no? I want to see what they drive. Do they have their own delivery cars?
Ooh, I don't know.
They have a little thing they put on the roof,
a little
like
taco,
Jimmy John's.
A little taco on top. That'd be awesome. A little bell.
What was the name? Now I'm not going to be able to remember the movie. Oh, was it in Fast Times where he worked at the restaurant?
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's
Didn't
the
that
movie
vehicle have?
It had a thingy on. I don't remember.
What was it?
Forever. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, he did work at a restaurant.
And he was because he was always catching grief for it.
Yeah.
But he had some dorky costume he had to wear. But I think the vehicle had a hat on it. Didn't it?
I don't remember.
Something like that. I'm not real sure. I'm just going to throw this out there too in case anybody didn't know. Actual date. Today is the 12th of July. It's Virgil's birthday. And so belated, feel free to wish him a happy birthday when you get a chance. July 12th.
Happy birthday, Verse.
He's not here today.
Right.
But happy birthday, Verse. Because we had a Verse Day the other day and some people were losing their minds. Laughing at some of the stuff that he said. His Verse Day is a real favorite.
Yeah, it's fun.
Not really sure when, but one of them, Ronnie, just said, "Pee in my pants listening to this episode." This is the one where, Pat, when you said you would be puking if someone flicked a booger.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of got me off guard, too. That's okay.
Yeah. I think if Dr. Phil was sitting here, we could trace that fear of boogers back to Kyle, who used to hack loogies in the back of the bus after the Riverside kids, the city kids would get off.
Yeah.
It was just us 8 country kids. Kyle would start hacking them up. He'd sit over the wheel well, Kyle's spot, and it would just...
Why?
I don't even know. There was...
Was he doing it on purpose, or did he seriously have congestion?
He was... He was. After he knew it got to us, he would do it on purpose,
Okay.
but he would... And then he would out the window.
Oh, my God.
Wayne didn't even look back there anymore.
That's the one part of Titanic I can't stand. When he's teaching her how to do that.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I do
Titanic?
remember that. Yeah.
They're sitting on the...
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I can't listen to that. Me and my sounds, the sounds thing, it really pushes me over the edge. Janelle said, I'm heading to the mosquito capital of the world, Okoboji.
Oh, man.
When I went the first time, everyone I spoke with warned me about the mosquitoes. Stressed out, said not taking it lightly. Everything you've heard is true. Big enough to carry you away, blah, blah, blah. Well, wouldn't you have it? They were all right. As soon as the sun sets, the first fleet arrives. This timing of this podcast is impeccable. A lot of people responded to the Skin So Soft.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's still out there.
Okay.
Skin So Soft. It does work. I'm just saying, if you give it a try. And then a couple people were confused about when you said the mosquito repellent soap.
Yeah, I was at Hy-Vee. I just saw it this morning, actually.
Seriously?
Yep. I'll take a picture of it.
Do, because Laura's like, am I the only one confused about the soap thing? Isn't it being washed off in the shower?
I think it's the scent, probably. I don't know.
Admittedly, science was not my strongest subject.
Right.
So,
and remembering isn't mine. So maybe I'm completely off on this. So I'll take a picture of it. It's in the section where you can like make your own candles, and there's like chunks of soap you cut off in Hy-Vee.
You're so congested.
It's miserable. What old character? Luann, or what was her name?
Oh, that was that's the truth.
Yeah, yes. It's just miserable.
Edith Ann.
Edith Ann. There we go.
Edith Ann. Sue said, I know this is a little behind reading comments, but if you have body parts that rub together,
Okay. Wow. Okay.
thighs, arms,
I forgot about that.
underboobs,
Yeah.
deodorant, not roll on, and put it under boobs, between legs, like on your thighs, any place that will chafe. It does work. Pat, I about fell on my chair when you were talking about going to the amusement park.
Oh, yeah. Swollen testicles.
No!
It'll get you every time.
No, the zip, 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 zip.
Oh, yeah.
When you
Well,
were
that gave me the
soaking-
swollen testicles.
Yes, it did, because you were soaking wet, and then you had to spend the rest of the day
Yeah.
chafing.
It's terrible.
So my kids had that problem. Luckily, I didn't, but if you have the rubbing going on, that'll work.
Okay. That's a good.
So that's just
Good
something
tip.
Good to know. And then eating in the store, that got a lot of responses too.
Yeah.
Julie said, usually, JT, I'd be with you on this, but there was a time I was grocery shopping. I was 7 months pregnant, had to rip into a bag of Doritos,
Oh,
which makes you thirsty. So then I needed water.
Doritos. Really?
My friend was with me and was appalled.
That it'll get your fingers all orange or yellow or whatever the Cheeto or the Doritos are.
Totally busted.
Man.
Totally busted. Hy-Vee is fabulous, says Kristen. I've experienced happy hour shopping often in the last few years. Also, the one at Shadow Lake has done champagne testing right before the holidays.
I'm telling you, you're missing out. You got to go. You got to go to Hy-Vee at. I don't know what day specifically. I know Saturday. The last time I had like vodka samples, it was a Saturday.
Thank God.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to get popped at 2 p.m. on a Thursday. I gotta pick up the kids.
Thank God. Pam says, I don't open even a beverage that I've purchased until I leave the store.
Why?
Hashtag not a rebel.
Oh man, if you're gonna buy it, if you haven't taken something empty up to the register and said just scan
I
it,
never have.
you're not living.
I might have to try it. I'll see. And then one more podcast talking about the OJ podcast. A lot of people catching on to that. And just,
Riveting, absolutely riveting stuff. I never
Yes.
listened to podcasts other than on the way home to Lincoln, or on the way to Omaha in the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning. On the way home, it's news and other phone calls and stuff. But this has me listening, even driving around town. It's awesome.
It's really good. And I will tell you this. I told a couple other people this as well. After episode 5 or 6, I think it's 6, just be forewarned. Then you're asked to subscribe to Wondery Plus. It's $5 a month. So $5, you get to hear the rest of the episodes.
Well
of
worth it.
Confronting. I was a little PO'd at first because I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Drag me in like this. But then I'm like, well, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. And the value, the entertainment of it, it was really good. But she's just, the storytelling aspect of it that Kim Goldman does is really good.
She's awesome. She really is.
So there's just a few of those.
And I know that OJ's been in the news a lot in the last 2 years.
Oh my
just
God.
with the anniversary
you had
and all
the
that
25th
stuff.
anniversary, yeah.
But this is such a fresh angle on it, a unique angle, and talking about the stories that you know the people she's talking about, but you're kind of living that time through their eyes. It's really crazy.
It is amazing the things you find out that each of these individuals was going through at the time this trial was going on. All we saw was how it pertained to OJ,
Yeah.
but you had so many other things that were going on in the background from, like we talked about, custody battles and divorce, losing a job, being shunned, being hounded by the press. It just, all these people had so many different experiences that was going on at the same time, and finding out about the just best friend of Ron Goldman's, that they had plans that night.
It's crazy. It really is
I never
crazy.
knew that you don't even think
Yeah.
about, oh, he had things going on in his life and all of a sudden he just disappeared.
Yeah.
And that had to be unbelievable for his family, because the next day they're hearing about Nicole being killed and an unknown man, but they aren't even putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. I know. It's
No.
it's very
Isn't that something?
interesting. Very
Just surreal.
interesting. I'm trying to track down weeks after that happened. I was in California. My roommate and I, Joe, at the time,
Yeah.
his cousin, I think, lived in the area, lived in Brentwood. So we went and stayed with her, and we just walked. This was before it was like the tours were around, and it was like an attraction to go to the Bundy.
Yeah.
Because the Bundy house isn't even there anymore. Like,
Right.
it's a completely different.
They leveled
It
it.
might even be commercial. I don't even know what it is. But before that, I mean, we were there to the point where there was still, like, you could go to the gate,
Crime
you could see
scene
through.
tape?
Yeah, I mean, basically,
Wow.
yeah. People weren't allowed in the property yet. It was between the time of the murders and the trial starting, like
Okay.
that time. So nothing had really changed.
Oh my God.
So it was not like to like sensationalize it at all. It was just fascinating to see it in person.
Yeah.
Knowing what had just happened there. Now looking back after we've learned everything.
Yeah.
I wish I could find those pictures because it was just really neat to see the layout of the area. It was crazy.
And believe me, those pictures are these are developed at Photomat.
Right.
They're probably in an envelope somewhere in a drawer
with
the negatives.
My dad's chicken coop probably somewhere. I don't even know. They're gone.
It is. It's really where this also leaves you and makes you want to pay that $5 is the next episode is where she's going to be talking to some of the jurors that believed him and some of the jurors that didn't.
Come on, that's worth at least $5.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. And she keeps mentioning wanting to talk to the killer. So I don't know if she does that or not because I haven't been that far yet.
I don't know.
Speaking of crime scene tape too. The other day I saw a vehicle pulled over on the side of the road and it had crime scene tape, yes, attached to it and hanging out the trunk.
Like it drove through a crime scene?
No.
Like it was a crime scene?
Yeah.
Where?
It was just sitting there. It was on 168th Street, north of Dodge. Huh. And it was sitting on the side.
Sure, it just wasn't like construction caution tape? Were there police officers there?
No.
Did you call the police officers?
No.
Not my problem. Going home. I gotta take my pants off.
I had to go get Jack. I was on my way to Paspa.
Who drives by a car like, Mom, there's crime scene tape coming out of that closed trunk. Anywho, I got to head on to the Paw Resort and get Jack. And was that yesterday? It wasn't even yesterday?
A few days ago. Forgot about it until you said crime scene tape, or I did, or whatever.
Oh,
until you brought it up. Totally forgot. Well, anyway.
Maybe it said something besides crime scene tape, and that's why you should go to Kugler Vision and have your vision looked at.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Also, I'm waiting to hear back. I didn't check yet because another one of our listeners went in to have her correction procedure done.
Pretty exciting.
I'm so excited for her. I can't wait to hear the news. If you're thinking about getting rid of the glasses, getting rid of the contacts, come in for the consultation. They'll tell you at that point, hey, we can do this today if you want to. And they'll let you know where you stand with your eyes. And they want it to be a win-win situation. They want you to be comfortable with it. And trust me, these people, you'll feel so comfortable with them. If you're thinking about it, get online. It's kuglervision.com. You'll see, it'll have procedures at the top and click on that. And you can go right there to the consultation button. And it's right there. You schedule it right there yourself.
You can't miss it.
Super awesome. Yeah.
So it's Pat and JT, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you want to give me any sympathy for my sickness, I should be fine.
Really?
But thoughts and prayers are welcome.
Oh my God.
So yeah, you can slide into our DMs there. 402-403-9478. A kind word about me getting better is always welcome.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Okay. So there you go.
Allergies suck. If these are allergies, suck.
Drama Lama.
Stop. Not a drama llama.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.